Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I want to talk about challenges you face when you move abroad. Challenges you face as an immigrant. Expected challenges you face. Expected difficulties you face when you find yourself in a new country. I wanted to narrow it down to where I am, but I looked at it. I said, nay, let me share it, talk about it in a broad way. When you find yourself in a new country, in a new place, in a new environment, the challenges you look out for. Actually, when you're relocating, when you're moving to a new country, there are some things you should expect. As you're moving, come with an expectant that things will not be the same way it used to be in your home country. I'm going to cite some scenarios as we talk. Sometimes the quest of coming abroad, we only look at, I'm migrating, I'm relocating. You don't take deep in your closet and ask yourself, actually, where I'm going, what is this country known for? What are the things, possible things? What are the do's and don'ts? What are the things I should expect when I get there? We just look at, we are only focused on, I'm migrating, let me live. But when you now get in there, you get saddled with some situations, you get saddled with some challenges that if you're not strong, you run into depression like me. I will give you instances. Number one, if you find yourself in a new country, find yourself in abroad, number one challenge you're going to face is bear in mind that you're in a new place. There is a break, there is a gap between you and your family, relatives, and friends. Bear in mind that you are alone. Let it be clear to you that you are alone. So first and foremost, you'll be faced with loneliness. And then in that loneliness, depression sets in if you're not strong. Like in my case, when I first came in, I didn't stay too long. I became pregnant. Like I shared in my previous video, I was saddled with severe hyperemesis. I was off and on the hospital. My husband goes to work early in the morning. You know, I'll be left alone. There was nobody to talk to, no friend, no relative, no family. I was just there. So one day at the hospital, the guy came and asked me, how long are you here in the country? I told her, I said it's 3 months. She said, are your family, are your friends, do you have friends already? I said, no, nay, it's just I and my husband. He goes to work. She said, oh, now I know part of your problem. Don't worry. You need a consultant. I will invite the social worker to talk to you. I said, okay, please, I need help. My people, when the social worker came and talked to me, she asked me a lot of questions. I opened up, told her. She said, oh, your major problem is loneliness. You are bored. Don't worry, I'm going to connect you to a volunteer that will help you out. That was where the solution to my problem started coming. The next thing, the volunteer came, started coming once every week. She visits me, started putting me through, showing me a whole lot of things about the country, the language. She helped me with the language. She was putting me through a lot. She was just like a sister. Every week I'll be expectant. Yes, I have someone is coming to visit me this week. I have appointments with my volunteer today. put me through how to use the bus, how to use the card, a lot of things, you know. After 2 to 3 months, I started getting strong. You know, that was how I partially overcame that side. So this is what you expect. Definitely you will be lonely, you will be bored. So plan on how to deal with it. Then the next thing I will talk about, the next challenge you should also expect is the weather. Because the weather might not be how it used to be in your home country. When I came in here, the weather dealt with me. My skin was literally peeling. My scalp. I had a video I made that day. My husband went to work. I made a short video. I said to him, I said, please help me. I don't understand. He laughed and said, welcome to Europe. Don't worry, I'll get you oil. My lip everywhere was peeling. You know, I will wake up in the night. I will ask my husband, where is this cold coming out from? Everywhere is cold. Then, where is this cold coming out from? He will laugh at me and say, it's coming out from everywhere. Welcome to Europe. I will tell him, I say, why didn't you tell me this thing is like this? I wouldn't have come. Why did you tell me this thing is like this? I would have, in fact, I want to go back. Do you know, it was after 1 year, my husband told me I had return ticket. I said, if you had told me, I was looking for a way to go back, I would have gone back with that return ticket. You see, it's sounding funny now. I'm laughing over it now. So that is how it is. You know, these are the things you should look out for when you're outside your comfort zone. Expect a whole lot and prepare your mind to handle it. It was not easy for me. The weather, I've talked about the loneliness. Now I'm talking about the weather. You know, you have to prepare your mind though. The weather dealt with me until at the time I just said, okay, the truth is I'm not in my country, I have to adapt. So another challenge you're going to face is language barrier. Depending on where you are, wherever you find yourself, you might be in a place where the official language they use is not the language you use in your home country. Don't expect them to change their language because you're there. Nay, it's not done. All you need to do is learn the language. Make out modalities. Look for a way to adjust to the place. You have 2 options. It's either you adjust or you move to anywhere else you feel you can fit in. You look at the things they have in place, try to adjust so that you fit into the society, because the television you're watching is in the language, the commentaries are in the language, supermarkets, everywhere you go to, the newspaper, everything are all in the language. Communication is in the language. So all you now need to do is sit back, look at yourself. Can I cope with this? Decide either to learn or you move. So that is it. As you're coming, you're preparing to move to a country where you're not used to. These are the things, the challenges expected. Just prepare your mind to it. Prepare your mind to face it. Don't narrow everything down to how it used to be from where you're coming from. In my country, our temperature is usually 38 degrees, so I expect it here. Nay, you're in a different place altogether. Also bear in mind that there's diversity in culture. Things will not be the same way it used to be in your home country. So just prepare your mind to take it, accept it, adjust to fit in. Another challenge you will also face is difficulty in finding things the way they are from your home country. Some of the things you eat, your food, the things you use, don't expect to see them the way you see them from where you're coming from. You would need to take your time, do research and look for them. Like when I initially came. Oh my God, my story will not finish in a day. Initially when I came, I asked my husband, please, can someone eat afan soup here? He said, which afan soup? You don't know you're in abroad. I said, please, I want to eat afan soup. And then Sam. Say, madam, you're not serious. So when you get back home, you eat it. Guys, even until now, it's taking me time to adapt that I cannot eat most of the things I enjoy. It's taking me time to adapt. So these are the challenges you face when you're away from your comfort zone. Just prepare your mind. Come with an open mind. Be expectant so you can deal with it. The person talking to you here almost died of depression, no? But I'm here today strong. I almost died of depression, but I'm here today strong. You know, with the help of the social worker, connecting me to a volunteer, depending on what works in the country where you are. My volunteer helped me. She kept talking to me, you know, at a point. Now, at least I can categorically tell you now that I'm a strong woman now. You know, initially it was not easy. It was not easy at all. It was not easy. But I'm strong and I'm fine now. I can now mentor someone else. So these are the things you see. These are the things you face. If you come with an open mind, you try to readjust and deal with the challenges, fix it so you can fit in, acclimatize and adapt. You find out that you will excel in that place. Actually, after we talk about the challenges, I want you to also bear in mind that regardless of the challenges, there are also positive impact migrating to a new country can make in your life. Yes, there are positive impacts. Apart from the challenges, if you are open-minded and ready to fit in, learn the language, adapt, it can enrich you. It can enrich you, yes. It can enrich you. You learn new language. It will now make you become a strong person, creative. This is the impact. It will make you become a strong person. It will make you creative. Yes, some things that you could not do, some potentials you had in you, but you've not been able to discover it when you're in your comfort zone. When you find yourself here where you now handle a lot of things yourself, you become a problem solver. You find yourself where here, or you're in your environment, in a situation where you now do things yourself without the help of friends and family. You become a strong person. You become a better person. A better part of you now erupts, you know. Like one day, my volunteer looked at me and said, "Come, have you given birth before?" I said, "No." "Have you taken care of babies before?" I said, "No." She said, "Wow, you do it so perfect. You do it so good. You're raising a strong boy. I am proud of you. When I look at your son, you are doing a good job. When I watch you do these things, you do it like you know it before." I said, "I don't know it before. This is just this. I'm a first-time mom. I'm doing it. It's just me here. I've not learned any of this before." She said, "Wow, I'm proud of you. You are doing well. You do it better than some experienced mothers I've met, you know." And that's a plus. Whenever I visit my baby's doctor, she will look at my baby. She will tell me, "See his growth, see his progression. Everything is fine. You are doing a good job. Kudos to you, the mother. You are doing a good job." And I'll beat my chest and tell myself, "Priska, you're not a strong woman. One day my sister said to me, do you know when you were pregnant, my fear was not just the labor room, because I know you will pull through. My fear has always been postpartum, your maternity. I've always thought of how will you handle this, because I know you to be somebody that you're fragile in some things, and I've always thought of how you're going to handle this baby. But when I look at you now, I'm even drawing strength from you. When I look at you now, I say, wow, big sis, you're now so strong, handling this whole thing all by yourself. So what am I trying to say? The point I'm trying to make here is, when you find yourself in abroad, when you find yourself in a country where you're alone, apart from the challenges you will go through, the challenges will also make you. It has a positive impact too. You find yourself that you become strong, because there you are posed with doing things all by yourself with no help from friends or relatives. The positive impact there is potentials in you that you could not discover while you were in your comfort zone. You see the potentials erupt. So there are a lot to enjoy if you can freely open your mind to the changes you will see and face. If you can freely open your mind to the challenges, telling yourself that, hey, I'm not where I used to be, I'm not in my country, I'm away from home, and I will make it work. Check out my story. Before I relocated, I was working. I used to be a very busy woman. Like, I go to work in the morning, come back at night, very busy. But immediately I came in here, I had no job. I just sit at home. My husband leaves in the morning. You know, you can imagine how it feels, a very busy person. From being very busy, you now find yourself in a situation where you literally, you're doing nothing. You're just there, sit at home. You know, I became angry. Before you know it, depression set in. All I had in mind was, I want to go back, I want to go back. I'll wake up in the night, I'll be crying. I want to go back, I want to go back. Why did you tell me? I was asking my husband, why did you tell me this is how this place is? I want to go back. The cold is too much. I want to go back. The weather is too harsh. I want to go back. He will look at me and laugh and tell me, calm down. Calm down, you'll be fine. And I'm fine now. I'm fine now. So I'm here to motivate you, to encourage someone out there that has the dream, the plan, the drive of coming out from his or her comfort zone. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to encourage you to bear in mind that it's not all rosy when you come in initially. It's not going to be smooth when you come in initially. You have a work to do. You have a lot to do. As you're moving in, come with an open mind. Come prepared to learn and also to become a better person. Come with an open mind to learn and also to become a better person. That is my message to you today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you're a passerby, please remain with the family of my mom and I. Like my videos and subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.